Worksheet 6. Last two. Sadhvasana. Kita ciri sebenarnya. Kati dalam kita. Kati dalamnya kita. Good afternoon, Adiba.
Good afternoon, sir.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, good afternoon to all once again. Warm welcome to Sanvi e-learning services, the school at your fingertips. Today we are going to discuss about worksheet 6, social lesson 16, task number 2. What happened, Lesica?
Sir, no, sir.
Do you have any problem? Please all of you turn on your cameras immediately. Good as Sravya or Sarvesh? 7th Andepalli. Savanthi. Please turn on your cameras, all of you, immediately. Today's our agenda: keywords, activity, explanation, and doubt clarification. Activity. I hope everyone is ready with your resources. Draw this particular symbol or logo of Election Commission of India. Logo of Election Commission of India. Complete fastly. Shushrit, are you drawing? Are you doing activity? No. CH Satyavardhan, I informed you to come to school to clarify your doubt, but I didn't see. Did you come? No. Okay, Adiba Sahar completed. Congratulations. And Saurish also finished. And Shainika also finished good. Okay, Akshara, Saindal Akshara also completed. Good. Sravika Reddy also finished. So please read about this particular task 2 also in the home after complete this particular task. So let us discuss about the resources. I informed you to ready with your resources. Parents ID card, voters ID card. Are you ready with your ID card? Parents voters ID card, India map, Atlas also I informed. I hope everybody is ready with the parents ID card, election ID card or voters ID cards. Please show me. How numbers are ready with your? Yes, only Balaji is ready with the election ID card. Adiba Sahar also is ready. Remaining students, you are not ready with your ID cards, parents ID cards. Okay, anyway, for conducting election and the election procedures and assembly constituency, election of MLAs, this everything we are going to discuss today in this particular topic. And the voters list, you can also observe the voters list. This is also part of the resources. You can observe the voters list. Here we can observe the name of the people, village, which mandal, and some of the particular ID number is also provided and with the photos. Okay, let us come back to the lessons. Today's keywords: legislative. Legislative, legislative. Assembly, ASSEMBLY, assembly. Parliament, PARLIAMENT, parliament. Protection, PROTECTION, protection. Contrivance, CONTRAVENE, contrivance. Apprehensions, APPREHENSIONS, apprehension. So please write these words and find out its meaning by the help of a dictionary also. Today we are going to discuss about assembly constituencies. Assembly constituencies. Yesterday or in the previous session, we discussed about the legislative assembly as well as legislative council. Few states, especially Telangana, has two chambers in the legislative, that is, or bicameral, that is legislative assembly as well as legislative council. Yesterday we discussed already. So how the election procedures or how these members in this legislative assembly or constituent assembly elected and who are responsible for this election and how many legislative councils and how many legislative assemblies are in Telangana, that everything we are going to discuss in this particular chapter. Assembly constituency. Each member of assembly constituency is selected from a constituency. What do you mean constituency, Lesika? Uppulapalli Lesika.
Sir.
What do you mean constituency?
Sir, no idea, sir.
No idea. Do you have any idea about mandal? Mandal.
Yes. Sir, yes, sir. But
What is,
confusing, sir. Confusing, sir.
Confusion. Okay, which mandal are you living?
In Jannaram Mandal.
Jannaram Mandal. Why it is named as a Jannaram Mandal? Okay. Constituency means mandals. Jannaram Mandal, Khanapur Mandal, Kadam Mandals, like that. Every state as well as every districts are divided
as a mandal
into different mandals or constituencies. So the number of constituencies in the state will depend upon its population. How these constituencies or mandals are divided? These constituencies or mandals are divided according to the population or based on the population. We divided these particular constituencies. In Telangana states or Telangana state, it has 119 constituencies and one member will elected from Anglo-Indian or nominated. Total 120 seats in Telangana Assembly or Legislative Council. So a constituency in Telangana has about 1,70,000 voters. Every constituency or every mandal, 1,70,000 voters each, or approximately. You may remember that all men and women of 18 years of the age above have the right to vote. It's a universal franchise according to the 18 and above age. Those who are registered their names in the panchayat, they have the vote rights or hakul. So they have to get their names registered as voters in the area where they live. Then the government or election commission will issue voters ID card. So now, or I informed you already, you must be ready with your parents' voters ID card. Now you understood who are issuing the voters ID card. While these particular candidates or you go for cast your vote, you must carry the voters ID. It's a one of the ID. So they have to get their names registered. That means the people, those who are above 18 years above, they must register their names in the voters list or in the panchayat. All voters of the constituency will vote to elect one member of for the assembly. So from January, we will elect one member. Who is the MLA of this January Mandal present?
Sir, Rekha Sham Naik.
The MLA. So we all elected, or all Jannara people elected her as our representative. Got it?
MLA.
What is her duty? What is her duty? Enact some laws. Enact or make some laws. So she is also part of our Telangana Assembly or legislature. So each constituency comprises of number of villages, towns and cities. Remember, every constituencies or every mandal consists of different or number of villages, towns and cities. If you can take an example of Jannaram mandal, Jannaram city, as well as some different Grama Panchayat or village, Mandapalli, Ponnikal Grama Panchayat, as well as many different Grama Panchayat we can also observe or included in these particular constituencies. Such a way, every constituencies or every constituency comprise of number of villages and towns and cities. Sometimes a big city like Hyderabad, example, Hyderabad city is also divided into different constituencies. About 13 constituencies are there in the Hyderabad because it is overcrowded or the population is very high. So you can also look at the map of the Telangana. You can see that districts which have large population have more constituencies, as well as the district which has less population has less constituencies. From this, we can identify that every state as well as every districts and every mandal is comprised or formed according to the population. Now let us see how this election process in each and every constituencies. Who are responsible for this election? Election Commission of India is responsible to conduct election in central level as well as state level as well as in each and every level, which was established on 25th January 1950. 25th January 1950, a day before our independence. It was created, which Election Commission of India. It is an autonomous body. What do you mean autonomous? It can take decision its own. No need any help from the central government. No need any help from the state government. It can make its own rules and regulation as well as its run its own decisions. It can take its own decision and they have a set of rules and regulations. It is an independent body. So this election commission, there are 3 members mainly. 1 chief election commissioner and 2 election commissioners. At present, Sushil Chandra, not Kumar, Sushil Chandra is the Chief Election Commissioner of our India. Under the Sushil Kumar, Rajiv Kumar, Anup Chandra Pandey. These both are the election commissioners. So once they are appointed, the tenure is 6 years, or before they reach 65 years also, which will come earlier, before 65 years or 6 years. So normally their tenure is 6 years. So Election Commission of India is responsible for conduct the election in our India. They will decide when the election should conduct, and what are the different rules and regulations should be formed at the time of election. And each and every political parties are also recognized by the election commissioner, and this election commission will appoint some of the officials to conduct the election smoothly and fair election in India. And moreover, this election commission will allow the symbol for each and every candidates, and they are the responsible for recognize these different political party which conduct in the election also. So these are the responsibilities of the election commission of the India. And some, I said that different political parties will contest in the election, but sometimes we can also observe that independent candidates. Who are independent candidates? Individuals who contest election but do not belongs to any political party. They are known as independent candidate. Suppose Rekha Sham Naik, our MLA, she belongs to the TRS. So she is not an independent. But suppose Mittapalli Savika Reddy is planning to contest in the election, suppose. But she is not belongs to any political party. So we can consider Savika Reddy belongs to an independent candidate. So there is political party candidates are there, and the independent candidates also there. So the party candidates, they are selected and by the party officials or some of the political party itself, and they will take care about the particular candidates. But the independent candidates, they themselves are nominating, and they, with the support of some of their well-wishers and friends, and they will also conduct in the election, and they will get some particular symbols. But the political party candidates, they will get the political parties on symbols. So example, TRS. Most of the TRS candidates, they have their own car as a symbols. BJP, they have lotus. Such a way, the political party, they have their own symbol, and independent candidates have their own different symbols. Next, about the people, those who are contest in the election, they will also make their own manifesto. What do you mean manifesto? At the time of election, the candidates will do different campaigns. They will visit different houses. They will approach the voters. They will request, and they will offer something. Who will offer? The candidates. If you select us, I am going to implement this. I will bring a lot of development in our mandal. Such a way, the manifesto will be issued before, or the political parties will also show different manifesto. They will come up with the different ideas. If the people or voters select these particular candidates, we will implement these type of things. We are planning to distribute a free supply of food for each and every houses. We will issue a TV for each and every people, and we are also going to give free Wi-Fi. Such a many different manifesto. And during the time of the second election, after the establishment of the Telangana, the TRS government said We are planning to implement Mission Bhagirath, Mission Kakatiya, the water schemes, different policies. Such a way, the different political party as well as independent candidates, this everyone will come up with a different manifesto. Different manifesto. So you are, or imagine you are a candidate and you should prepare your own manifesto and upload in WhatsApp. That is your homework. What is meant by election manifesto? Some of the promises which are given by the candidates before the election. If you elect me, I will give this or I will implement this type of the development schemes in our areas. So I hope everybody understood what is the election procedures and how the assembly constituencies are established and how they will implement these all the things. Your homework, complete worksheet 6, task 2, and in addition, what is mean by election manifesto? Make it this election manifesto in your own, and you can also do in the homework book as well as also you can also do in the worksheet. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask. What is your doubt? If you have any doubt about extended class on today's class, you can ask me. Elipula Vaishnavi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Who make laws for our country?
Sir,
Who make laws for our country? Who make laws for our country?
sir, I don't know, sir.
Did you attend yesterday's class?
No, sir.
No. Why?
Sir, my battery is low yesterday.
Okay. Then let me ask. Who can answer? Adiba.
Sir, laws are made by legislative assembly and parliament.
Laws are made by legislative assembly or parliament. Okay. Akshaya.
Good afternoon, sir.
How many?
The law for the entire country is made in the parliament because in parliament it has two houses, the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. They make laws for the whole country.
Okay. Laws are made by legislative assembly. This parliament is also part of the legislative. So the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha is also part of our legislative system, and they will enact the laws for us. Good answer. And Shushit, where are you? Okay, Safan. Who make laws for our country? How legislative assembly implement it? Or
Sir, the legislative assembly makes law for our country, sir.
okay, legislative assembly enact laws or make for our country. Adiba, what is your doubt?
Sir, may I tell the answer how legislative assembly implemented it?
Okay, say.
Sir, legislative assemblies is the most important body for making laws in state. State governments are responsible for implementing these laws.
Okay, good answer. Did you locate Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh in the worksheet? Did you finish? Please show your worksheet. Okay, Ramcharan completed, Adiba completed, Safan completed, Mittapalli Sravika Reddy completed, and Aishwarya completed. Good. Shainika finished. Good. Rest of the students, those who didn't complete it today itself. How many minutes? 10 minutes. Do you have any more doubt about it? Assembly constituencies. What do you mean constituencies, Ramcharan? Ramcharan. First unmute. Okay, now say.
Sir, I don't know.
Who can say? Okay, Balaji.
Sir,
Ah.
Mandal.
Balaji, say.
Sir, Mandal, sir.
Mandals. How these constituencies are comprised? How the constituencies are formed or comprised? Or how can we divide the constituencies at least?
Sir, divide by villages.
The constituencies are comprised according to the population. How? Constituencies are comprised or formed or divided based on the population. Approximately 1,70,000 voters in every constituencies in Telangana. How many constituencies are there in Telangana? Shravan Kumar? Shravan, Vadapalli Shravan. How many constituencies are there? Satyavardhan.
Sir, 1,70,000.
Constituents, number of constituencies. That is
Sir, 1 lakh.
number of constituencies I asked, not about the population. Number of voters is 1,70,000. How many constituencies are there in Telangana state? Saurish.
Sir, 119.
119 constituencies are in Telangana, and one person is nominated from the Anglo-Indian. Total 120 assembly members in the legislative assembly in the Telangana. Note it. How many members are there? How many elected members in the Telangana State Assembly? 119. If anyone asks how many mandals, how many constituencies means mandals, 119 mandals or 119 constituencies are there in Telangana state. Yesterday we discussed that about I will show you once again. Can see from this graph. Please observe this graph. Here you can observe these mandals, how the mandals are divided. Based on the political party. Pink colors totally TRS MLAs, blue color Congress, yellow color TDP, and green color AIMIM, BJP in saffron color. Such a way it is divided. Here you can also observe that Hyderabad is also divided into 13 constituencies, because even though the Hyderabad is too small, population is very high. So based on the population, the constituencies are formed, or the constituencies are comprised based on a population. Approximately every constituencies, how many voters are there? 1,70,000 voters are in each and every constituencies in Telangana. How many voters are there? 1,70,000 voters in every constituencies. So it's very clear, the constituencies are created or formed or comprised based on a population. Got it? So once again, remember who is the Chief Election Commissioner? Sushil Chandra. Two more election commissioners are there, Rajiv Kumar, Anup Chandra Pandey at the present. The tenure is 6 years or before 65 years old. Logo of Election Commission, you can observe. And this particular Election Commission was established on 25th January 1950. It is also an autonomous body. What do you mean autonomous? Independent. Even the central government or state government can't make or change any decision which is taken by the Election Commission. So they have their own rules and regulation. Very clearly it is mentioned in our constitution, what are the duties and liabilities and responsibilities of the Election Commission, and how it should be functioned. This everything is clearly mentioned in our constitution. So it is an autonomous body. Anybody have any more doubt? Okay, let me close then. Thank you.